I've already been in like 4 different treatment facilities that have been like long-term programs. So I spent like 9 months in North Carolina at a treatment center for people who struggle with substance abuse and mental health issues.
Yeah.
When I was 13, I spent like 7.5 months at a lockdown mental health facility in Atlanta called Hillside. I was just like all over the place. These things, like these places, I would say like most of them were necessary for me at the time because I really did need help. Like it was
Right.
bad. Like I tried to take my life when I was 14. It wasn't easy for my family.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy for me, but I like all these things. Like I just want to make it very clear, my parents did their absolute best. Like none of this was an environmental factor. Like this was literally, I felt like looking back now that I've had some time
Right.
and I've had the Lord like help me unpack this and process this and my whole testimony, like leading up to coming to know him. I can only think that I was like, being depressed, like being oppressed, demonically oppressed.
Hmm.
I genuinely believe that like as a kid, I was facing some sort of like external like spiritual warfare
Yeah.
that was causing
That's what it
this.
sounds like to me.
Because I don't know like what else could have possibly caused it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could have just been like, yeah, a chemical imbalance, I guess. But I mean, I don't really feel like I feel like it had more spiritual backdrop to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, fast forward, I'm 15. I come home from this boarding school, this therapeutic boarding school. Um, and like, mind you, this whole time, like I'd only been I'd only been in high school for like, I maybe did like 3 weeks like of high school total.
Up to
Like
that point.
up to that point, like total, like, I, because I hadn't really spent any time at home. So I didn't have any friends at home. I didn't have any friends. I barely knew like I barely knew my sisters. I had a little sister that was born, Hannah was born when I was 9,
Yeah.
but I barely knew her.
Right.
So it was like, it was so weird coming home.
Yeah.
And then everybody also expects you to be like, every time you like leave a program, they expect you to be like better.
Right.
The reality is like, it's not their fault, but a lot of these programs were like, I'm sure if you've ever heard anything about like the troubled teen programs or things like that, there's like a whole story now about like that are coming out about a lot of these places, how they were like run poorly, they didn't hire the right kind of people, there was no certifications that you needed to work there, there was a lot of abuse, all that
Right.
stuff is 100% true. I witnessed it and experienced and was also like a recipient of some of it.
It's
Like
such a sad thing.
yeah, yeah. This just leads further into my testimony
Right.
though. Like I don't go. Also, like if you know me, but you've never heard me share this before, don't think that it's not because I didn't want you to know. It's just because I only share this part of my testimony in situations where I feel like it's applicable and it hasn't always been applicable for me to share. But yeah, I am a survivor of treatment abuse and things like that. Me and a lot of the other kids at these programs were physically abused. Praise God that I was never the recipient of any sort of sexual abuse, but I did go through like various forms of abuse at these treatment programs.
Right.
And that I think almost made it harder for me to believe in God.